All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory
to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Wahal, Rakal, Quadash.
Yeah, that's the brother Aram, and with me, I got the brother
Quanah.
The brother.
Right,
we just want to go into a quick lesson dealing with the importance of being out on the highways and byways, all right? Because when you push this word, the scripture tell you what man lighted for a candle and put it under a bushel, all right? So you got to use the scriptures as a measuring stick pretty much to know where the truth lies. So if the scripture tells you that no man light of a candle, put it under a bushel, that's symbolic to a roof. So what that should tell you, the truth is not up in these churches, man. All right? Matter of fact, get Proverbs 1 and what's that, Proverbs 1 and 20. Proverbs 15. Go ahead and read that.
Proverbs 1 and 20. Wisdom cried without, she uttered her voice in the street.
Right, and that's plain. Wisdom cried without, she uttered her voice in the streets. So the scripture's giving you an inside track, so to speak, on where to find wisdom. It's going to be in the streets, all right? So this is proof that, first and foremost, if you claim to have this word, if you claim to have wisdom, then you will be out on the streets, see? And this is the way Yahweh shall want it. Matter of fact, get that Luke first. All right, we're going to show you that this is the way Yahweh intended the truth to go out. It was intended to be out on the street. So go ahead up.
It's the book of St. Luke, chapter 14, and verse 23. And the Lord said unto the servant, go out into the highways and hedges and compel them to come in, that my house may be filled.
Right, so the Lord said, tell my servant to go out to the highways and byways, the highways and hedges, and compel them to come in that my house may be filled. And what that word, when you go into the word compel, it means to threaten. All right? That's why you see the men of the Lord, we come across, in a certain spirit, which a lot of you people become offended and turned off the way we go about our business. But this is the way the Lord sent us out, because it's a sense of urgency, all right? But nevertheless, the truth is meant to be out here on the streets, man. And if you claim to have the truth, you will be out on the streets. And if you're looking for the truth, look no further than the streets. All right? Go ahead out. Matter of fact, while he getting that, give me this.
This is all Proverbs 5 and 15. Drink waters out of their own systems, and running waters out of their own well.
Read.
Verse 16, let their fountains be dispersed abroad, and rivers of waters in the streets.
Right, let your rivers be dispersed abroad and living waters in the streets. So Yahweh Shai said, whoever believes on me, as the scripture has said, out of his belly shall flow rivers of living water. Where is those living waters going to be found? In the streets. All right? So go ahead up.
Luke 14 and verse 24. For I say unto you, that none of these men which are bidden shall taste of my supper. Verse 25. And there went great multitudes with him, and he turned and said unto them, if any man come to me and hate not his father and mother and wife and children and brethren and sisters, yea, and his own life also, he cannot be my disciple.
Now what is this going into? In order for you to come out on the streets, you can't be entangled with your mother, your father, your brother. You got to get rid of those things, man. Matter of fact, jump up to where they made excuses. Okay. They all made excuses. So when the Yahweh Shai said, if you hate not your mother, that don't literally mean, you have beef with your family, man. It means that they can't be the reason or the obstacle in your way of coming out here teaching this word. Because Yahweh Shai know about how this modern life was going to play out, how this society was going to be set up. Family reunion, you know how Jake is. Family reunion, you might have your little girl might have a damn graduation, But guess what? In order for you to come out on the streets, you got to discard all those things what Yahweh Shai was talking about. See? Go ahead.
This is Luke 14 and 16.
And before you read that, that's a stumbling block. That's the reason why a lot of you guys won't come out on the highways and byways. Because it's sacrifice. Scripture talk about make your body a living sacrifice. Go ahead up.
Verse Luke 14 and 16, then said unto him a certain man, made a great supper, and bade many, and sent his servants at supper time to say to them that were bidden, come, for all things are now ready.
Right, and that's dealing with these scriptures. Because when you go into the time of our forefathers, the scriptures wasn't complete. All right? So now this supper is ready. All right, go ahead.
Verse 18, and they all with one consent began to make excuse. The first said unto him, I have brought a piece of land, and must need go to see it, and pray thee have me excused.
Yep.
Verse 19, and another said, I have brought 5 yokes of the oxen, and have go to prove them, and pray thee have me excused.
Right, which that's centered around business, man. Scripture tell you, he who have little business, you know, he have leisure time.
That's right.
So that's a form of letting things get in your way as it concerns doing the work, man. All right, go ahead up.
Good. Verse 20, and another said, I have married a wife, and therefore I cannot come.
Right, and that's one of the main reasons a lot of guys can't come out on these highways and byways, because of their woman. All right, go ahead.
Luke 14 and 21, so that servant came and showed his Lord these things. Then the master of the house began angry, said to his servant, go out quickly unto the streets and lanes of the city, and bring in hither the poor.
Right, so that's where the truth is going to be found, in the streets and the lanes of the city, man. All right? So from all sides of the spectrum, each extreme, whether you looking for the truth, you got to go out on the streets. Or whether you in the truth and you push it, you claim to have the truth, you're going to be found in the streets. See, because you can't hide, you know, in these streets, you can't hide behind nothing, man. You got to deal with all the elements, see? So give me Proverbs 8. Yeah, go ahead.
And the maimed and the halt and the blind. That's finishing up on Luke 14 and 21.
Yeah, and the poor and the maimed and the halt and the blind is Israelites. All right? So go ahead up.
It's on Proverbs 8. It's on Proverbs 8 and 34. Blessed is the man that heareth me, watching daily at my gate.
Right, watching daily at my gates. All right, go ahead.
Waiting at the post of my doors.
Right, and we hold posts, man. We waiting on your house shot. This is a form of watching and waiting on your house shot. That's why the Lord said, when he come back, you say he finds so doing. All right? So by us, being out here on the highways and byways, we at the right place at the right time. So go ahead up.
Verse 35, whoso findeth me, findeth life, and shall attain favor of the Lord.
Yep. And finding the Lord, where you going to find him? Give me Wisdom of Solomon 3 and 2. Wisdom of Solomon 3, Song of Solomon. Song of Solomon 3 and 2.
It's on Song of Solomon 3 and 2. I rise now and go about the city in the streets.
Yeah, I rise now and go about the city in the streets. Go ahead.
And in the broad ways I will seek him whom my soul loveth.
And that's why Yahweh said, whosoever findeth me, findeth life, man. So where you gonna find him? You gotta go out on the streets, the broad ways. All right, go ahead. Because the prophets always been set up in the streets. That's why the scripture said they hated him that rebuked him in the gate. Go ahead.
I sought him, but I found him not.
Go ahead.
Verse 3, the watchmen that go about the city find me.
The watchmen that go about the city found me. All right, go ahead.
To whom I said, saw ye him whom my soul loveth.
Go ahead.
Verse 4, it was but a little that I passed it from them, but I find him whom my soul loveth.
And they found the Lord. Go ahead.
I held him who would not let him go.
And you held him would not let him go. All right.
Until I had brought him into my mother's house.
Right.
Into the chambers of her that conceived me.
Yep. So that's it on that. All right, so yeah, with that, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory
to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Wahal, Rakal, Quadash.
Till next time, we say Shalom.
Shalom.